everybody, thank you so much for watching. So today what I have is a cute, oh no. Hi everybody, thank you so much for watching. So today I have a huge e.l.f. haul that I am so excited to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. I ordered this maybe a week ago, and it took 2 weeks ago, and it took like a week to ship, but it's finally here, and it got here a couple days ago, and I'm just now being able to sit down and film, and it has been driving me crazy because I didn't want to use a ton of products, but I've used a couple. So the ones that I have used, I will make sure to share with you my first impressions and thoughts with them. So let's go ahead and get started. So one of the things that I ordered was this lash set, and it's just called Flirty Lash Collection, and it's got 2 sets of lashes. This one looks like it's a full set, and then this one is a half set, and that comes with a pair of tweezers and then lash glue, which I really appreciate because I've got tweezers, but I don't have lash glue. So this will be my first. The only time that I have ever worn fake lashes was on my wedding day, and I did not apply them. A friend of mine applied them for me. So this will be really interesting to see how this goes, applying these lashes. So the next thing that I got is an e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Palette, and it's in the shade, I guess it doesn't have a shade, which means they probably only have one, and it's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shadows. And so there's like a royal blue, there's a white, there's a pink, there's a couple champagne colors, and then there's some darker colors. And off the bat, one of the things that I first noticed was they're really kind of tough. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the pink shade. I'm going to try that again. So that's the pink shade. We'll go ahead and do this kind of champagne-y color. Looks like that. And it goes on like that. So they're really pretty. They're very pigmented, but they're kind of rough, so they're not really smooth and buttery like I'm used to, like with my Lorac shadows or my IT Cosmetics shadows or Bare Mineral shadows for that matter. So one thing that I've noticed with the baked products, and I don't know exactly what that means as far as a formulation difference goes, but one thing that I've noticed with the baked products is that they're a little bit tougher, a little bit grainier, but I really like them and they apply really nicely. So as far as the baked products goes. However, I have not used these. I've been waiting to use them until after I filmed this video, but I'm very excited to use them. I'm excited to play around, especially with this blue color, to see what I can do with that. So there's that. So the next thing that I ordered was the e.l.f. Contour Palette. I should probably stop saying e.l.f. This whole haul is e.l.f. and it's their contour palette, and as you can see, it's got like a white shade, a banana shade, up here is a bronze shade, and then you also have like a cool toned brown contour shade. I have used the contour shade, and they're very pigmented. Let me show you. They're very pigmented. That's the bronzer and the contour shade, and so they're very pigmented, and I am very fair, so I'm going to have to work with them a little bit to figure out just kind of how to use a light hand with them, because the first time that I used them, it was a little too much, and I had to really blend out with my foundation brush so I didn't look like a drag queen. No offense against drag queens, I just don't want to look like one. They've got some good makeup skills though, so keep that in mind. So the next thing that I got is the e.l.f. Cream Eyeliner, and it's just in the shade Black. It looks like this, and I believe it came with its own little brush, which is just an angled liner brush. And I have never used a cream or a gel liner, so I'm really excited to try this out. I don't know, guys. You guys have heard me on my little eyeliner rant about how I only put eyeliner in my waterline. But I think it would be fun to kind of expand my horizons and learn how to do a soft cat eye or soft wing, and see if I can find a balance in between using eyeliner above my waterline without looking harsh or like I'm going clubbing. So I'm excited to try this out. It's just black. It's pretty pigmented. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try that right there. So I've heard good things about the e.l.f. eyeliner, so I'm really excited to try this and see how this works. Okay, so another thing that I also got was 2 of the Mist and Sets. One of them is the Illuminating Mist and Set, and then one of them is the original. These are setting sprays. So after you're all finished with your makeup, you spray them on. You want to try not to move. And it just kind of helps to blend the powders and the creams on your face, and then it also helps to make your makeup stay longer. So I'm really excited to try this. I've got dry skin, so I was really excited to try the Illuminating. I think I've used both once, and so far I could not tell the difference in the formula of the Illuminating and the original. So as I try them out and use them for a little bit longer, I will get back to you guys and let you know if one is better than the other. But I did get both, and I'm excited to figure out the differences between both of them. So I got both of those, and these are a little over 2 ounces. So that's a lot of products. You can travel with it, which is really nice. I have an Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and this one is 4 ounces, so I guess I could technically still travel with it, but these are a little bit smaller, so these would probably be more space savvy, if you will. So the next thing that I got was the e.l.f. Baked Blush, and it is in the shade Passion Pink. And I've tried to use this a couple times because I was really excited about it, and I'm a little disappointed because it seems less of a blush color and more of a highlight. And I was really looking for like a blush and highlight all in one, but when you like rub your finger on it and you look at it, like there's almost no pigment to it. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's almost no pigment to it. So I was actually really disappointed in this. I think it was $2. So I don't know. I might try to get a darker color. I really, really like darker blushes, especially dark reds and dark pinks. But this one was kind of a dud for me, and I'm really disappointed. I did use it today as a highlighter, but even then, it's not really that good of a highlighter. It would probably be good if you were new to the realm of highlighters and you wanted something very subtle and you didn't want it to look as dramatic. So this would be a good option to use for that purpose. The next thing that I got is a big win. This is their e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, and it just comes in like this little twist doe foot applicator, and it's flesh colored if you're light. And so it looks, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It looks like that. I have used this every single day since I have gotten this package, since I got this package in the mail, and it works really good. It goes on fantastic. The only thing that I don't like about this, again, is that it's the doe foot applicator, so I'm putting it on my face and then sticking it back in a container, which I think is just unsanitary. But I think that if I'm using this every day, I'll go through it pretty quick. To the point where that does not become an issue with it being unsanitary. So yeah, but I really, really like this. I'm very excited to keep using this, and I think this was probably $1 or $2 as well. All of the e.l.f. products are really, really affordable. I think the most expensive thing that I got was a brush, which I will show you next. Okay, so the brush that I got was the e.l.f. contour brush, and it looks like this, and the top of it is straight flat. It's very, very short. The bristles are probably 1/2 inch long, and you would use this for a pretty harsh contour. You would dip it in your contour powder, and then you would go like this and kind of contour your face, and so it would be a fairly harsh line. But I've been wanting to get this for a while. I think this was $8. This was the most expensive thing in my order, and I got quite a bit of things. So I tried this with the contour powder when I was trying out the contour powder, and like I said, it was my first time and it didn't work out very well for me, but I'm definitely going to keep playing around with this brush and that powder to see if I can get it down, because if I could find a fairly inexpensive way to carve out a harsh contour, that would be really nice without having to invest in a fairly expensive contour powder. So we'll see how that works out. The next thing that I got were 2 eyeshadow brushes. This one is their Studio C brush, and then this one is their crease brush. I've got 2 of their C brushes, and this one just looks different to me. First of all, it's shorter. I don't know if you guys can see that, like the handles are shorter. But this one also seems a little fluffier. Sorry, it seems a little fluffier and denser. So these are certainly not the same, so I'm excited to try them out and figure out which one I like better. I get makeup that kind of, not crusts, but can settle into the crease of my nose, And this C brush is really good to just go like that and blend it out, and then I don't have any problems with it for the rest of the day. So I have not used this brush, which is the one I got in my order yet, but I'm excited to try it and see how I like it. However, I have tried this crease brush, and it's pretty small in comparison to like my Sigma E40 or even my Bare Minerals blending brush, which is kind of a crease brush as well. So this is fairly small. It's skinny. The Brussels, I like Brussels sprouts, but the bristles are fairly short, but it is like a dream to work with in your crease. I used it today with a Bare Minerals shadow called Cashmere, and it is just like a dream. It puts it perfectly in your crease without blowing it out or moving it above your crease or even bringing it down onto your lid when you want a shadow that's specifically in your crease. So it does a really good job of doing that, and I'm really glad I got this brush. In fact, I might invest in another one sometime soon. That way I can have two. It's always nice to have two of the same brush that you love, because then you can use them for different colors of shadows. So I'm excited about that. This one I haven't made up my mind about yet. This is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Treat and Tame. I keep wanting to say train. Treat and Tame. And this side is clear, and it comes with a clear brush that you would just put on your eyebrows. And what I read about it was that it's supposed to be like mineral infusing for your eyebrows, so I don't know if it makes them grow more or if it just makes them healthier. I've never really taken that much time to pay attention to my eyebrow hair other than when I'm trying to get it off. So then this side is the Tame part, and this is like a colored eyebrow gel, and it's in the shade Ash, so it's like a light brown. But when you pull it out, this wand is pretty thick. The other eyebrow gels that I have seen, the wand is pretty small and thin because the hairs are small and thin. This brush is just so thick that every time I've tried to use it, I end up getting it down here or I get it up here, and then I have to go in with a Q-tip and wipe it off, and it's just kind of annoying. So I think that this is going to end up not being a favorite. I'll probably use it up just because I purchased it with my money and I don't want to be wasteful. So I will use it up, but I think that I will end up not repurchasing this again. Another thing that is an issue for me that will not be an issue for most people is that it does not pull red at all. So most people do not like their brows to pull red because it looks odd on their face. Well, I've got really red hair, so I really need my brows to pull a little bit red. And I recently bought the IT Cosmetics Build a Brow Brow Gel in Auburn, and it looks like this. This stuff is the bomb, and I was hoping to replace that with this because this is way cheaper than the IT Cosmetics Brow Gel, but the IT Cosmetics one is still my favorite, and this one is just not going to work for me. It's not the right color, the brush is too big. It does look like it's got fibers in it, which is awesome to fill in any kind of sparse brows, but it just doesn't work for me. It's almost not worth the trouble, so I'm not very pleased with this one. Another thing that I'm not very pleased with is the e.l.f. Long Lasting Luminous Eyeshadow. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, perfect. Well, I'm really excited to try this. It's a single shadow. It's in some sort of purple shade, and there's no shade number on the back. And I opened it, and this is what I saw. Guys, it falls out. Like, and then it's just empty. And I was like, what? Like, wait, what just happened? I don't think that that's supposed to happen. I don't really know how to process this. So then I swatched it, and it's creamy, like it's a creamy formula. But first of all, it's hard to get enough product on my finger to even swatch it. And then when I do swatch it, it's like patchy. So I am not impressed with this. It's patchy and powdery. I think that this is just going to go right in my trash can once I'm done filming this video. I am not impressed. They sent it to me for free. I did not order it, and I don't know why they sent it to me for free, although I'm thankful and grateful that they sent me free products. But this sucks. So don't even waste your money on this. It will not it will not fail to disappoint you. So, okay, so I also got I got two mascara products. One is a mascara primer. And the first time I ever heard of a mascara primer, I was like, excuse me, what? A mascara primer? Sounds like somebody just wants your money, because that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. And then I started talking to people about it, and I started asking them, hey, have you ever used a mascara primer? I talked to the lady at Sephora, I talked to somebody at Ulta, and they all swore by them. I was like, all right, cool. So I ordered this on e.l.f. because I was so skeptical. I'm not going to invest in $20 of a mascara primer that I'm not really sure I even like. And I don't like returning products that I've used, just because then they can't resell them and it feels wasteful to me. But so I tried this, and it's really interesting because I opened it and it's white. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's like white, and it goes on your lashes white, which is fine for me because I have naturally blonde lashes. But if you had really dark lashes and then you put this on and tried to put mascara over it, I don't know how that's going to work out for you. I don't know if it's going to be fine and I'm just being overly dramatic, but I don't know. So I've used it the past couple times. I have not noticed a significant enough difference in my mascara application or look for it to be worth it for me to purchase another one. Like I said, I will probably use it up, but this is kind of a gimmick to me. I don't know. I've heard people swear by them. It might be like foundation primers where some people use them, some people don't. But for me, this will most likely not become an everyday step in my beauty routine. It'll just be something probably that I use up and then forget about. I also got their lengthening and volumizing mascara, and it's in the same type of packaging, which I'm not really a fan of because this entire thing is like the wand. Like, it holds the wand, and then this little bit is the product. And I don't know, e.l.f. isn't that expensive, so I don't feel like I was completely ripped off, but that's just a little bit of product. My other e.l.f. mascara has it's like a normal mascara where it's got a little wand and then a lot of product. So I was really kind of bummed when I saw that, but I used this morning, and I ended up having to go over it with my Bare Minerals Volumizing Mascara because it just didn't do anything. It coated my lashes, but as far as mascara goes, I'm pretty judgmental. I expect a lot from my mascaras, and this one did not do it for me. There's a lot of really great affordable options out there for mascaras, and this, I would say, is probably not one of them. You could spend your money better elsewhere. Then another thing that I got, and this one I think I also got for free because I did not order this. This is the e.l.f. Jumbo Lip Gloss Stick in the shade In the Nude. And I have not used this yet. I don't know if you guys can see that swatch right there. My lips are pretty pigmented pink already, and so I think that this will most likely not work out for me. Since I have taken it out and I've swatched it a couple times, I'm not going to pass this along to anybody else because that's gross. However, if you do like really genuinely nude lips, this might be a good option for you to kind of test the waters of nude lips, or just throw something in your purse that you can throw on really quick. It does kind of twist up, so there is quite a bit of product in there. It's just not something that will be of use to me. Alright, two more things. The first thing is the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. So I'm trying to read that and it's upside down. Like I said, I haven't really ventured out into cream liners, gel liners, liquid liners above my lash line because I don't really like the look of it. But the more YouTube videos I watch, the more people I see who do it tastefully, the more I'm curious. So we'll see how this goes. But you take off the lid and it looks like that. And you just, I guess you draw on your lash line. And this one's a pretty thin line, which I appreciate, or it's a pretty thin brush, so I can get a thin line, which I appreciate as I'm learning and figuring out how to do this cream gel liquid eyeliner deal. But those eyeliners are really in right now, so I'm excited to figure out what the big deal is. Alright, so the very last thing that I got is the e.l.f. blush, and I think that this is just a regular blush, and it comes in a compact. This is in the shade Blushing Rose, and I think that they sent this to me for free as well because I don't remember ordering it. but they did a really good job. This is right up my alley. It's a really dark, rich, pink, reddish color, and it swatches beautifully. It wears beautifully. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is right up my alley with blush. So I was really thankful that they sent this to me, and I will absolutely be using it. I've used it a couple times, and I really like it, and it seemed to stay all day. I don't feel like I had to reapply it. So I'm really excited about this, and it was free, so you can't beat it. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, no, I forgot something. All right, y'all. Okay, what I got was this e.l.f. Extra Lip Gloss, and it's in the shade Michael. And I think I got this for free too. They sent me a lot of free things. They sent me 2 of those baked blushes, and I only ordered 1, I believe. I might have made a mistake, but I think I only ordered 1 and they sent me 2. So I put 1, the extra one, in a bag to throw in somebody's stocking for next Christmas, and I think that would be really fun to have the same blush as somebody else. But anyway, so they sent me this e.l.f. Extra Lip Gloss, and I'm wearing it today, and I really, really like it. I am really excited about it. My only gripe is that this packaging is really cheap. Most of their packaging is really, really well made. They feel really nice and sturdy. But this one feels fairly cheap, but the actual product inside is amazing. It looks like this. And yeah, so I'm wearing it today. It reminds me more of a liquid lipstick than it does a gloss, but this is definitely worth your money. You should get this. It's thebalm.com. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.